results, and as a group we only lost 2 games.
It's like a mullet with the short at the top, long at the back. I think what we developed in there, and we were playing hard, but we were working hard.
I mean, we had different blokes each week. I mean, up to sometimes 10, 11 blokes different from one week to the next, and yet we were still able to win games.
Develop that relationship within our group, and then still excel on the field was really important.
I think it's a credit to the blokes that were down there that committed themselves to the reserve side and committed themselves to playing the brand of football we wanted to play.
We incorporated a good feel into the team early, which was really important for us.
So to be beaten by them and then be beaten by Ballajura, who I knew we'd be playing in the finals, was a little bit, it was like, well, we've really got to lift our game.
I play hard and I work hard. And whether it's in football or it's in business or whatever, I think we worked that out really quickly, really early in the season. And you know what? Those dynamics really worked well for everybody.
I've always feared, and I said this probably in the 2012, Don Allen Morley. Even though, as I said, they beat us, they'd had a magnificent run. If you remember our early days, they were a powerhouse reserve side. Back when we first joined the amateurs and we were playing there 7, 8, 9, 08, and even probably 2010, they were a powerhouse side, and they always have been. And when it comes to finals, they always seem to be able to bring something to the table.
We thought more towards we knew we were going to win that game. We really, really pushed hard. We didn't want to wait that extra week. We wanted to go for it. And to be honest, I thought the rest really helped us going into the grand final as well.
And Ballajura were, a good side.
Thinking about their players, their key guys. Me and Burge were on the phone every single night just talking about their player, that player, this player, that one, and making sure that we had every position covered.
I thought we trained really well in the lead-up. I thought we had just the right amount of excitement on the track.
And was able to conquer all those external factors. It was just absolutely sensational.
We knew that we were playing those sides, and that's the character of them, and that's the good way to remember these blokes, that they were beaten by these 2 sides.
I don't think it got away. I think we held it even the whole time.
Through our rotations, we were rotating very good, and I knew that they weren't.
Is that we had better fitness, better skill set, and longevity in our players.
Strangely enough, all year, the only 2 games we lost the first quarter. Every time we won the first quarter, we went on and won the game. The 2 games we lost during the year, we lost the first quarter both those times, and we lost. At the end of the first quarter, we were in front. And I could see it in the bloke's eyes. And I might have mentioned, AJ, I think, that, we were going to get there. There was nothing that was going to stop us getting that first clearance out of that third quarter. We knew it was important, and we knew we had to do it.
And the passion in those guys' faces was unbelievable. I knew I had it right there.
For a good group of blokes that dedicated themselves to wanting to win the reserves grand final, and went out and achieved it.
And I can wholeheartedly commit today when we go on the cars, and I thought to myself, that's exactly what it's about, guys. We've talked, but now, to be perfectly honest, the time to talk is finished. The time now is to get out there and walk the walk. Alright? It's time now to make sure we do. You guys who selected the 22 that are going to play this game today, you're all deserving of that position. You've got a beautiful dry track out there, a beautiful dry day. We're an exceptionally good side. But it doesn't happen in here. It's got to happen out there. We've got to make sure we take it out there. As I said before, it's the side that settles the quickest will get on top. And that'll be us. We'll be the side that settles quickest. Moment by moment, we will attack this game. Contest by contest and quarter by quarter. 80 minutes of football is going to be played out there, and it's 80 minutes of champion football by you guys. You're going to be able to walk off the track at every break, look your teammate in the eye and say, I fucking give everything that quarter, but I've got 3 to go, or 2 to go, or 1 to go. And that's what it's going to be like. There's a lot of you blokes here with a desire and passion to want to win a flag. Probably all of you. There's some that have been here and know what it's like. And know what it's like at the end of the day to have that medal around your neck and have that feeling. And some of you are longing for that. Well, today's that day, guys. Today is the day that will happen. Providing you get out there and we make sure that's where it's played. Out on that ground is where this game will be won and lost. I've talked about our midfield, who spoke to our midfield. Exceptionally talented midfield. They're going to do their job. Our forwards, they're not going to have the backs capable of beating us up forward. And our backs will work them. We've given a couple of blokes jobs. We will beat them because we're better. We're better across the board. 22 better players than they are. Now it's time to show what we are about. Let's get up, get ready, we'll go out.
All right, well, we're going down to the middle now. The umpire is just about ready. Both sides look ready as well. There's a bit of pushing and shoving in there. Aaron Power, he's trying to set the scene early here for Ellenbrook. The whistle is blown. The siren is just about to go. Bill Wagland even getting into the tough stuff on the wing. It's thrown up. Aaron Inns is beaten in the first ruck. Tap out by Harry Bush. It's come down early. Josh Tuckwell with the first clearance. I'm pretty sure, David, you predicted that one.
I did.
Off to a ripping start as it goes down to the forward line. There's a few numbers around it early. It's hectic. Hands and knees stuff here. Bill Wagland, you don't see him handball it too often, but he gets it out there. It's traced there by T. Bagner. He snaps it over the shoulder. It gets to Josh Tuckwell's feet. He dives in again as expected. Tough. He follows it up with a tackle. Bill Wagland, he fumbles early. A bit of pressure there felt by Bill, but Josh Tuckwell off to a great start.
Well, he's 2 early touches and 2 hard ball gets, and Wagland thereabouts as well. Shea Bessel on his hands and knees digging it out, and a bit from Lorenzo Ferrullo there as well.
It's thrown in. Aaron Inns against Stella Virgin. Stella Virgin wins that one down. It's hard early. Crashing bodies. Aaron Powers in there. It's kicked out by Recuranus. Going high was Luke Hurley. You'll see that a few times throughout the call, won't you, David?
Well, Luke loves to go. Luke Hurley loves to go for a big fly early, and he just... Harry Bush got big on him then, and he was all over him.
So a throw in again on the wing. A stalemate so far. Inns against Fitzwell. It comes down now. There's, again, numbers around it as you expect. It's still messy football. Josh Tuckwell pushing the back there. Thought it might have been downfield. The play continues to go. Again, players just diving in on top.
Callum White,
really good tack there by Callum White. He may be losing hair, but he's not losing speed. There's no doubt about that.
And I noticed that Callum White playing in the number 32 there, Adam. Of course, Mark Rasciuto also decided to go with number 32 to emulate his favourite player in White.
There's Josh Tuckwell with another kick out. It comes through the middle with Stacey Recht managing to kick forward. So the first time a team goes inside 50, there's a little tap in the back there, but Joe Mumma dropped it. Managing to get the football out now is Balladura. They go forward. It's a nice kick, and T. Bagner has taken the mark about 25 metres out directly in front, and you'd expect Balladura to get the first goal of the match here.
Well, I've seen lots of T. Bagner, and this guy can really kick a footy. He just throws it up there. Look, now you watch his run up here. Very, very, very
He's
deliberate.
all over the face at the moment.
He is. Look, one step, left, right, left, right, then kick. Very traditional type of kicking style, and that's what happens.
And T. Bagner puts it through. So the first goal of the match goes to Balladura. One straight goal, 6. Ellenbrook yet to score.
Well, Adam, I've kicked a lot of goals in my career, and
how many?
Well, I don't like to talk about myself, but I have kicked a lot of goals in my career, and I can't say I ever kicked a goal without using that technique of one foot following the other and then kicking it at the end.
It's textbook football. There's no doubt about that. Wouldn't expect anything less here from the C3 Reserves Grand Final at Gosnells. So it's back in the middle now.
Good ball up.
Against Bush. Harry Bush wins it down. Rutherford, he spins around looking for someone. As Power picks it up, he manages to get the hands away. Porter, he looks back now as well. Snapped over the body again then by Rutherford, who's able to follow up. He'll follow up all day. There's no doubt about that.
Get out of the way, water boy!
Alf Stewart underneath it, couldn't handle it. He felt the pressure coming there. It's going to be a stalemate. We'll have a ball up on the wing.
Well, Alf Stewart looked like he heard some of the River Boys coming there, because he got out of the way of that football very quickly.
You mentioned GTA 5. That little kid there on the boundary with a hoodie over his head looks a bit dodgy as it's thrown up and it goes over the top. Big Jimmy giving chase now. Again, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of boys on their hands and knees at the moment. I reckon Uranus is in there as we speak.
And yes, that's one of the 15 Jimmies that are actually playing for Ellenbrook there today. That's Big Jimmy Antonio. Aaron Innes is just, he is dominating the ruck at the moment, and I love seeing Aaron climb all over young fellas. He is just great to watch when he's in that sort of form.
So we've got another throw in here, just outside the 50, right half forward for Ellenbrook. Inns, again against Harry Bush. Couldn't see who that one went to.
That was Troy Pryor.
Troy Pryor managed to get it
Good
away.
pickup, Cam Porter.
Rutherford a little bit slow, but he gets the hands away. Rogers following
Chance
it up.
here.
He'll use the left. It's better than his right. It comes down now, attacking it strong as Kendall. Gives the hand back to Rogers, who tries to turn one way. Looks as though he's got him high. The umpire's seen it as well.
And I've just gone to the record books, Adam, and that's one career handball for Jimmy Kendall there.
Okay, as Rogers goes long, and it is taken down forward by Jimmy Kendall, the man we were just speaking about.
That's actually Jimmy Antonio. I
That's
know it is
Jimmo
confusing.
Antonio. There you go.
Are many Jimmys.
Why
in
do we
this
have so
team.
Jimmys in this side?
And doing the number 26, a very famous Ellenbrook.
I thought they
number
retired
proud.
that number.
Well, they should have. They should have had him, but
I thought he'd been banned by the league for the amount of yellow cards in a grand final. So he lines up.
let's see if he
He's got a
adopts that
lovely
same
left
technique.
foot, doesn't he?
Yes, look, one foot after the other, and let's see. Yes, a kick at the end, and
Not even
Same
the strap
result.
shoulder could stop him there. So
Same
he's
result.
on the board. Jimmy Antonio wearing the famous 26 down at Ellenbrook. It's 1 goal apiece, early stages of the first quarter here at Gosnells.
and the Eels are away.
There's a few long necks around the field as well. You can see a few people having a nice afternoon drink.
Well, I believe most of those cars that are shown there were actually carjacked and driven to the ground. Lining up in the centre again for another bounce. This umpire's been very good with his bounce. You watch it just go straight up.
So Luke Hurley now rucking. He's going against Stacey Recht. And Rutherford again. He comes
Textbook.
around, snaps it over his shoulders. It's a nice kick there. This time, again, the big centre half forward, and Jimmy comes out and takes it. This time it's turned over, though, and Craven Moorhead takes the mark at centre half back.
And he goes long down to the wing here with T. Bagner. What's he doing up that high? Hands out to Dick Fitzwell. Looking for Willie F. Stop Willie, run onto this. Oh, well, he got stopped there. That was great. Oh, push in the back there. Come on, umpire. Umpire, what are you doing?
That was Fanny Schmeller who managed to follow up. He let his man go, but he followed the stench and went forward. He comes out now. It's still across the half back line for Ellenbrook, though. Pryor went to attack that hard, but he was beaten at it. Left foot sack now by Yo Mama. Now he goes the right
Great
foot to follow
smother,
up.
Innes.
It's 1% here at Gosnells. It's still on the right wing at the moment, as again they look to go forward. Clint Taurus is open at the 50. He takes a mark, looks to move on quickly. It's a high kick, but it's a safe kick. And Harry Undersack takes a mark, plays on quickly, and he's missed it. Harry Undersack, that's a shocking miss. He puts his hand on his head and hits his knees as well. He's still putting his hand in the head.
I don't know if we can get a replay up, Adam, but I noticed that Luke
No, but we
Hurley...
can get a colour change.
Luke Hurley just gave Clint Taurus a little tickle there.
Kyle Burgess kicks to himself. He's just running it out. A great shepherd. He needed that. He's just tracking along. He thinks this is a marathon. He's had a few bounces. He might need another one here. Decides to go the handball instead. Ellenbrook setting up nicely from defence. They kick long down the right side of the wing.
That was Jarvie.
See how the bounce goes. It favours Ellenbrook. It's in forward. And that looks like Casey.
Very safe hands, Pat Casey, and a nice kick as well. This may be just on his range. I'm not sure what the wind is doing. Adam, you were down there earlier. What's the breeze doing? Will it help him?
No breeze at all, but Gibbons Holden will be happy with the sponsorship there in the background. There's a few VS Commodores out here today. The kick in now from Casey. Can he make the distance? It's just going to fall short. Oh, that was almost a falcon. It's almost hit Anita Dump in the face.
I'm sure there would be